Hello friends, in the last lecture we have completed Joan of Arc. All activities in that lesson have been discussed. Now I am starting 1.6, the alchemy of nature. The alchemy means the miracle, the magic of nature. This topic is very inspirational, motivational. Since some years, we have been witnessing many natural disasters. In last year, we witnessed the flood. In this year, we have been still witnessing Corona. In some places, some people witness different kinds of natural disasters as like heavy downpour. In some places, drought. In some places, volcanic eruptions. Look, before some years, such disasters were not there. People in that period had not been witnessing such disasters in large extent than us. Then why these things are going on nowadays? If we thought carefully, you must have read about one incident about one village near Pune, that's Malingaon. The whole village has been buried under one mountain and near about 152 people had been killed. In these years, we have been witnessing such natural disasters frequently. Why? Why these things are happening? If we thought carefully, then we are responsible for these natural disasters. Nature is giving us too much. Nature is nurturing us. Nature is caring us, but we are not caring nature. But we are not respecting nature. We are troubling nature day by day. We are suffering our dear planet with our cruel actions. We are suffering too much to our green nature. And so, nature is also returning the same things to us. This topic, the alchemy of nature, the miracles in the nature, is same with this message that we must respect our nature. In this lesson, many messages have been given with a lot of examples in nature. Some people easily get discouraged with their problems. Some people are so sensitive. They get easily disappointed with little hardships or troubles. To such people, nature, not only such people, but to all of us, nature teaches us valuable philosophy regarding how to live our life. From small things in nature, we can learn the philosophy of life. And in this lesson, such many examples have been given. How to lead our life with respect, with cheerful, with courage. and many examples in the nature teach the same thing. That's how to live our life. Okay, let's start the alchemy of nature. Before starting this lesson, there are 4 lines by one poet, William Blake. The poet William Blake is the nature lover poet. He has written many poems, many write-ups regarding nature. Especially, he has written mostly poems, and he showed his love for nature, and so he appeals readers to love nature through his poems. Before starting this lesson, one stanza has been there: to see a world in a grain of sand, and heaven in a white flower, hold infinity. Infinity means endless space in the palm of your hand, and eternity in an hour. Eternity means endless time. The meaning has been provided below those 4 lines. Look, what does William Blake convey? I want to draw your textbook. Then just listen. Why? Why I want to draw your textbook? Then just listen. Don't go there. Okay? To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. Look, what does he mean? Sometimes, as tiny as a grain of sand can spark off an idea or imagination of a huge significance to the world. Sometimes, from little thing, from as tiny as grain of sand, we can get strong idea or imagination of huge significance to the world. It means from just little things in nature, we can imagine how the nature is important. We can get idea or imagination of huge significance to the world. One can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as wildflower and derive joy forever. We can witness and experience the beauty of heaven in something as small as wildflower and derive joy forever. If we have such beautiful vision, attitude towards nature, then we can derive joy from wildflowers. We can witness the beauty of heaven, from wildflowers. So just we should have such vision, such beautiful vision and kindful attitude towards such beautiful things. Infinity is endless space. Infinity means endless space, but your small palm can hold the destiny of earth through your efforts. Infinity is endless space, but with our small palm we can protect our earth. But your small palm can hold the destiny of earth through your efforts. Destiny means fortune. It means although we are so little, in front of our earth, in front of our planet, we all together can protect our nature. We all together can save our planet with our little careful hands. Eternity means endless time. But just an hour in your life can make a difference to the world forever. But just 1 hour in our life can make something different to the world forever. Although you are so busy, you can give just some few minutes from your life for nature. Just 1 hour can change the nature into good things, can change someone's life. So, we must care of our nature. The theme of the central idea of these 4 lines that we must protect our nature, we must care of our planet. If we did our effort, if everyone completed their responsibility for nature, then togetherly that effort can result our planet into better place. Okay, this message has to be conveyed by William Blake. Now I am starting this lesson. In this lesson, many examples have been provided from nature. And look, what does those examples teach? We instinctively, easily, by a natural instinct, not purposefully, by naturally, turn to outdoor activities and nature as a way of relaxing and enhancing our well-being. We naturally turn to outdoor activities and nature as a way of relaxing and enhancing our well-being. Nature relaxes us, nature enhances our well-being. Look, what does nature do for us? Nature soothes and nurtures. Nature soothes, calms our problems, calms our difficulties. Nature nurtures us by providing many useful things. Nature, due to nature we are here. Nature provides different useful things for our life. Nature soothes our pains, soothes our problems. Nature nurtures us. Nature fulfills and motivates. Nature fulfills all our basic needs. Clothes, food, shelter. These are the basic needs of human beings. And nature, just nature, fulfills these basic needs. Nature motivates us to do good things. Nature inspires us to do good things for others and for also nature. It means nature guides us for everything. Nature whispers and commands. Nature cares. Same nature also warns us. Look, if we did some wrong things towards nature, then it first warns us. Although we neglected nature and we continued our cruel things, then it punishes us in the form of disasters as like flood, drought, tsunami, landslide. In these forms, nature punishes us also. It means nature is in charge of us. Nature is in charge of all human beings. Nature relaxes us by providing different things. Nature has made our life so comfortable with many things. Nature reduces our problems, our pains. Nature nurtures us. Nature motivates, fulfills our basic needs. But if we did some wrong things, if we did some harmful things, then nature commands at that time. If we neglected, then nature punishes us in the form of different natural disasters. So we must respect our nature, we must care of nature, not only for us but also for our next generation. I have given many examples of natural disasters happened recently, before some years. Now look some examples from nature. Are you listening? Raksha Bhadia, writer, is asking us whether we are listening nature. Are you listening? When I do, it leaves me in complete awe. The writer is asking us whether we are listening our nature. She herself answered of this question by telling that when author listen the nature, when the author listen the nature at that time, she feels a deep respect, filled with fear for nature. Means great wonder and amazement. She feels so amazement for nature. She feels with respect for nature. When I do, it leaves me in complete awe means respect, filled with fear also. Filled with fear. And author tells us that when she listens different activities in nature at that time, she gets filled with respect. Also, she gets afraid to that nature also. Now, look some examples. First example, we have a hibiscus plant in our garden. Hibiscus, you know, that's a flowering plant having red large petals. I think that the picture has been given. No, there is no picture of hibiscus plant. Flowering plant having a red colored and large petals. Okay, what happened? We have a hibiscus plant in our garden. The writer has one hibiscus plant in her garden. Every fortnight means period of 15 days. Week period of 7 days. Fortnight a period of 15 days. Every fortnight a flower blooms on it. Big, bright, tender. After each 15 days, a big, bright and tender flower blooms on that plant. Through the day, it smiles with the sun and dances with the wind. Look, after each 15 days, a bright, tender flower blooms on that plant. After getting fully bloom, it enjoys with the sun. It smiles with the sun. It dances with the wind. Means it enjoys the whole day with sun, also with wind. But As evening approaches, it starts wilting, getting drying and dropping. But as evening approaches, that flower starts to get dry. The whole day, it looks so bright, it looks so beautiful. It smiles with the sun, it dances with the wind, it enjoys the whole day. But as evening approaches, it starts getting dry. The morning after, it withers completely, and by evening, it falls and becomes one with the earth again. On the next morning, it gets totally dry. On the next morning, that flower gets totally dry, and till evening of the next day, it falls and becomes one with earth. It means that flower gets only one day as its life. That flower gets how many days? Only one day as its life. Next day it dies. The morning after, it withers completely, and by evening it falls and becomes one with the earth again. The flower comes to life only for a day. It does so in full splendor. Splendor means magnificent or great beauty which attract admiration and attention. For in full excitement, you can take in full excitement, in full splendor. Look, that flower comes to life only for a day. It enjoys that one day with full splendor. Magnificently, that flower enjoys that one day. It doesn't get disappointed for getting one day as its life. It never complains for getting so less life. Whatever it has, it accepts and enjoys. Just one day it gets it never gets nervous, it never complains to anybody about that one day. It fully enjoys with full splendor. Look, this hibiscus flower, what does it touch? What does it teach? What if we to live our life, however short, to its fullest? If our life would be short or long, we must live to its fullest. What if we to live our life, however short, to its fullest? As like hibiscus flower, we must enjoy each moment of our life. Whether our life is short or long, we must not get discouraged. We must not get disappointed. Instead, whatever we have, we must turn them towards our success. We must make our life beautiful with those things. As like hibiscus flower, we must enjoy each moment of our life. And that look, that hibiscus flower gives this philosophy of life. It teaches us that we should not get angry on anyone, on anything. We should not get sad due to something, due to lack of something. Whatever God has given you, accept it heartily and enjoy that fully. As like hibiscus flower. If you are always complaining, if you are always in sad or in pensive mood, then you are not living your life. You are not enjoying your life. You are spoiling your life, yourself. So, nowadays we have been witnessing the corona situation, the disaster of corona. In this situation, Many people have been suffering from many problems. Some have money problem, some have problem of their far related works, some have problem of health. There are many problems in our life, and we have been witnessing since 5 months, and we are facing it with courage, with determination, and we are getting out of this situation. Now, in these days, we have been witnessing, now we have been getting out of this situation, and it became possible due to our strong willpower, due to our trust on the government, due to our courage, due to our patience. And these things must be in our life. We must enjoy our life. Have you understood first example and first message? Now second. We went to a rocky beach and saw the spread of the majestic ocean and the rock alongside carved, sculpted and shaped by water. You must have seen Rocky Beach. Once the writer and her family members had gone to Rocky Beach, a beach having rocks alongside, and those rocks were carved, sculpted and shaped by water. Once the writer and her family members had gone to Rocky Beach and they saw the spread of the majestic ocean. When they witnessed the rocks closely, at that time they watched that those rocks have been designed, those rocks have been carved, those rocks have been sculpted. Who has carved them? Was there any man who has carved those stones with chisel and hammer? We have also seen those rocks having beautiful designs, beautiful sculpting. But who gives shape to those hard rocks? Look. Water is so gentle. We feel that we answer that water gives shape to those rocks. But how can it be possible? Water is so gentle and rock is so hard. If you put one rock, one stone in front of you, and if you pour water over that stone, does it get any shape? Does its shape get changed? No. If you put one stone and if you are pouring water on that stone, would that stone get any design? No. Look what happened. Water is so gentle, rock is so hard, and the water flows over it every day. For years the rocks use it. Look. Water flows over stone continuously. Water flows over it continuously every day for every year, and so the rock gives in. Due to continuous flowing of water, the water gets shaped. It takes the shape that water commands. Look, that stone takes the shape as water commands. Look, this example teaches us that to achieve success, continuous effort is must. We must do continuous effort to get success. water was continuously flowing day by day, month by month, year by year, and due to that continuous flowing, the hard water also takes shape as the water commands. It's the fruit of our continuous effort. And if we have to achieve success, then our continuous efforts are must. Now many students are preparing for MPSC, UPSC. They don't get success in first attempt, second attempt, third attempt. They have to do continuously efforts. They have to attempt 5 times, 6 times. After attempting continuously, after some attempts, they would definitely get success. If they gave up in middle of those attempts, then they would not achieve success. Some students honestly study, they attempts 2 times, 3 times, and they reach near the success. At that time, they give up. At that time, some students give up their efforts, the last attempt. So please, don't give up till you get success. This message has been conveyed from this example. Look, our problems are so colossal, huge or massive. Our problems are so colossal and we are so small, yet if we persist. This rocky beach gives us this message that we have a lot of problems and we are so little in front of our problems. Yet, if we did continuous efforts, then our problems can be, not just can be, our problems must be removed due to our continuous efforts. So, don't give up. This example tells us that never give up. You must do continuous efforts to getting success. No, next example. We saw small bits of grass peeping, looking through the small cracks in a concrete pavement. It left us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. Once, and some of her friends saw a bits of grass, and those bits of grass were looking through the small cracks in a concrete pavement. You must have seen such scenes from the wall. One tiny plant comes out from the crack on the concrete pavement. A bit of grass comes out. Is it possible to grow plants on the hard surface? No. To grow plants, the fertile soil has been needed. You must have learned in that your geography or in even that subject in science relating to agriculture lessons. Look, it is not possible to grow on hard surface. Look, what does this example teach us? Once they saw bits of grass coming through the small cracks in a concrete pavement. It left us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. That bit of grass gives us this message that however impossible things may appear, there is always an opening. Problems never come alone, they come with solutions in the form of such tiny openings. The concrete pavement was a problem for that tiny grass, but it saw that tiny opening. It was opportunity for it. That bit of grass saw a tiny opening which was the golden opportunity on that problem. As soon as that bit of grass saw that opportunity, it came out. It's our life. It's our life. If our problems are too much, if our problems are so terrible, we must find out such tiny openings. We must find out such opportunities to overcome those problems. Because problems never comes alone. They always come with such solutions, and we must have courage to find out the solutions. Instead of giving up, think to overcome those problems. Think to find out the solutions. Okay, let's look next example. We have learned 3 examples of hibiscus plant, of rocky beach, and a bits of grass. The hibiscus plant teaches us to live our life to fullest. Rocky beach teaches us to be persistent in our life to get success. And a small bit of grass teaches us not to get afraid for problems. Try to find out solutions from our problems. Now next example. We saw a tree bare of all leaves in the cold winter months. Once they saw a tree which had lost all leaves in cold winter month. There was not a single leaf to that tree, and you know that some trees shed their leaves in cold winter. They just have skeleton of branches. Once they saw such a tree without one single leaf in cold winter month. After seeing what does they feel look? What do they feel look? We thought its chapter was over. After looking that tree, they felt that that tree has been died. Its chapter has been over. But 3 months passed. Spring set in, and the tree was back to its green majesty, once again full of leaves, flowers, birds and life. But look, 3 months passed. After 3 months, the spring season arrived, and in that spring season, that tree was again fulfilled with its green majesty, with leaves, flowers, birds and life. After 3 months in the spring season, that tree gets again fulfilled with leaves, birds and life. Look, before 3 months, we are taught its chapter has been over, it had been destroyed. But after 3 months, that tree again started to live its life with full splendor, with full of leaves, with full of flowers, birds, and enjoying its life. Look, what does this bare tree teach us? What if we too had the conviction, strong belief that however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. So, as like that bare tree, we must have such strong conviction We must have such strong belief. However difficult things are in front of me, they never remain forever. They shall pass too. Look, when that tree was in that vast situation without any single leaf, that tree has not lost its hope because it had known that those difficult days would be past and that tree would again enjoy its life. So, as like that bare tree, we must have strong belief. Although I have a lot of difficulties or hardships, they shall pass away. Those difficult things, those hardships never stay forever. Difficulties, hardships are temporary, not permanent. So we must have patience to wait. We must have courage to face those difficulties. I like that bed because if you are in difficulty, if you are in so critical situation, be positive, be hopeful, because you would come out from that situation also. But you must do your honest efforts. You must do your honest efforts to come out from that situation. Now, in the last passage, there are many small examples, little examples. We saw an army of ants carrying a fly which was at least 10 times the ant size. Once they saw a group of ants, an army of ants, they were carrying a fly, and that fly was 10 times bigger than ant size. And you must have seen such things. Some little tiny ants carried a huge cockroach also. Dead cockroach, not live cockroach. And once they saw an army of ants which was carrying a fly, and that fly was 10 times bigger than ant size. Look, how was it possible for them? That fly was 10 times bigger than ants ate. They made it possible with unity, with cooperation. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted that fly on frail feelers, soft organs, soft legs, weak legs, frail feelers. The meaning has been given, weak legs. The ants organized themselves around the fly. Then they lifted that fly together on their weak legs and carried it to quite a distance. With unity, with cooperation, they completed that challengeable work successfully. They made that tough job possible. Their teamwork and perseverance were impressive. Their teamwork and their perseverance means constant efforts were really impressive. They showed their teamwork there, they showed their unity, and they cooperated with each other. With such teamwork, with such cooperation, we can achieve our success. What if we too are consistent, organized and focused? If we are also consistent as like those ants, if we focus on our aim, if we are organized to complete our target, then then definitely we can get success. We must focus on our aim. We must take help of our colleagues. We must help others in their work. Then with unity, with cooperation, with focus, we can complete our target. Now next examples. Spider webs are delicate. Delicate means so soft. Yet very strong. You must have seen the web of spider which is webbed at the door or in the one corner. Look, if you have seen that web, it's very weak, very soft. It can catch insects. It can catch a fly. This example teaches us that if you have some weak points, make them your strong point to achieve your success. Don't get regret on your weak points. Don't get regret on your disabilities. Overcome your disabilities with your courage, with your strong willpower, and achieve success. The best example of it is Dr. Stephen Hawking. The famous physicist who has studied the cosmology. At the age of 21, he had been suffered with ALS disease, which had lost his body control. Look, at the age of 21, he had been suffered with very rare ALS disease. He became totally handicapped. He became totally disabled. Yet, he did not give up. He made that disability, he turned his disability into the golden opportunity. After that, he thought he had very few days in his life. So, he has to do a lot of things. He wanted to complete his PhD, and so he started to focus on his research. He started to focus on his study, and he became a notable scientist in the 21st century. Doctor had advised his family members that Dr. Stephen Hawking would live just 2.5 years. After that, it means, according to doctor's advice, Dr. Stephen Hawking would have lived till 24, but with his strong willpower, with his courage, he lived till 76 years old. Before some years, he has been passed away, and we have one lesson on Dr. Stephen Hawking. We shall get detailed information in that topic. Just I want to tell that if you are disabled, if you have some problems, weakness, then don't get discouraged. Make your weak points your strong pillars to get success. And this example gives us this message. A rainbow colors the entire sky. Look, after heavy rain, after stormy rain, the sky gets clear and a rainbow appears. And rainbow colors the entire sky. As like the rainbow, we must color our life with good thoughts, with good behavior, with good deeds, with good actions. Although you are facing stormy days in your life, wait it. after stormy days, you can get such beautiful rainbow. Struggle with those stormy days. Stormy days means very hard days, difficult days, because you are getting beautiful rainbow in your life. So you must have patience. Okay, there are some other examples in the last passage. Now time is over, so I stop here. I continue in the last passage. I continue the last passage in the next lecture. Then this topic will be completed. Okay, so thank you very much. Bye. This time is over.